right, so last one for the evening. We've got some good content here. You ready?
Yeah.
Is Alice in Chains a metal band?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Hold up. Here's the thing. If they did not come from Seattle, I don't think anyone ever would have called them grunge.
I think Ray's meditating there. What are you doing, Ray?
It's okay. This is a difficult question because it's rooted in the question of whether or not grunge is rock or if it's metal. I would argue that Alice in Chains, they are not primarily a metal band. They are a band that has a few metal songs.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
I don't mean that as a pejorative. I mean that only as a descriptor. I mean, Dem Bones is a metal song. It is structured like a metal song. It is heavy. It has a lot of the same themes as a lot of other metal songs. I'm talking about death in particular. And so when we're talking about that, yes, if we could even go forward and say, since Metallica is a metal band and they made Fade to Black and Nothing Else Matters, we could no, I'm serious. We could consider Nutshell and the Rooster as metal songs if we were to go that far. But are they a metal band? I would put them in the same classification as Ghost, where they are a offshoot of metal.
Wait. Ghost is like, if their lyrics weren't about Satan or whatever, no one would ever be waving them metal. Alice in Chains,
the corpse paint.
Yeah, fine. Well, masks, but think Alice in Chains, I think, is actually more like a like. Do you know, like, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? I think Sunny is to Seinfeld what Alice in Chains is to Black Sabbath, and that it kept the same scary vibe. It's not like Metallica, but that is like, I very much see Alice in Chains as like an evolved Black Sabbath. They're trying to scare you with the darkness of mankind, and of course they're from Seattle. They wore flannel, and they got lumped in probably to their benefit. Like, I don't think if they were being like marketed as, 80s metal, they never would have made it. But listen to like We Die Young. I think it's the first track on Facelift. That is metal as shit.
I don't know.
What is like? I think their median song is pretty metal, and they just have a cut like No Excuses, which of course I think is amazing. Of course, that's not a metal song. But
I like Ray's analysis or analogy of Metallica doing, some of those other songs. So I can see that. They're just lumped in my head with the whole shitty Seattle scene that I think completely fucking crushed all that was good. And so that gets pushed. I probably don't give them any
Seattle scene? Whoa. I mean, in all fairness, you are talking to someone whose number one artist on Spotify last year was Nirvana.
See, I don't know, how do we even hook up or do anything? Because probably the band I think is my least absolute favorite is Nirvana.
That's another good debate.
Wow.
I have a pick for most overrated band of all time. It's not for Nirvana, but it's a good topic for another beer. I think that's mostly marketing. I think of Alice in Chains wound up on the Clash of the Titans tour. And like I'm saying, if they were marketed as metal, they would have like died immediately.
Yeah. So let me step back, right? 80s kid growing up in nothing but a good time, right? We only got 9 minutes here, but metal's nothing but a good time. It should be about escape, indulgences, excesses, everything that the 80s was, right? And then that motherfucker comes up with a dirty flannel shirt and unwashed hair and untuned guitar and destroyed everything, whining.
They said the same thing about James Hetfield.
No.
Come on, the biker bands of the 70s said the same things when James Hetfield came in and just started bashing out chugging riffs on his old SG. I mean, it's
Brett
it's
Michaels said it best. There's nothing but a good time. That's all it should have been, and it became all this bullshit.
Wait, but I actually kind of think hair metal imploded on itself. The first couple waves were great. I actually love Poison. I love Crew. Skid Row, I think, is even fantastic. But when you start getting into like Firehouse and Kicks, like, is anybody really like? That was pretty diet at that point.
Hair metal died with Generation Swine by Motley Crue.
That was a horrible.
I mean, it died. It died then and there. Motley Crue could have been the only band to kind of make an offshoot of grunge with elements of maybe hair metal. But see, my thing with Nirvana is that I understand where you're coming from, Bruce. I see that Nirvana is, for me, when I think of Nirvana, I think of all of the people when I was in high school a couple years ago who would wear Nirvana shirts and they wouldn't know Nirvana.
Right.
There was a lot of kids who would wear Iron Maiden shirts and they wouldn't know anything about Iron Maiden. And so I get where you're coming from. And for years, I didn't listen to them because of that. But then once I really started getting into them, it is such great music. There is not a bad song that they have.
I hear that from everybody, but I don't know.
Give Bleach a try. Give Bleach a try.
I was going to say this. A couple years ago, I went on this crusade of listening to music that I'd previously rejected, and I actually like Bleach. I don't really like the other two that much, but Bleach, I was like, that's pretty good.
All right, I'll do that. I'll be fair.
But back to the original topic question. Alice in Chains sounds... it was Alice in Chains. They sound nothing like Pearl Jam. You know what I mean? They're just from the same city.
Fair enough.
Like, when I saw Alice in Chains, I've seen them like 6 times, but they once started playing Into the Void by Black Sabbath. You think, like... Actually, Soundgarden might do that. Pearl Jam wouldn't. So... there's this meme group I'm in on Facebook. It's called it's about the big 4 of grunge: Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, Nirvana, Pearl Jam. And the constant rehash meme that comes up all the time is why Alice in Chains is the only good one.